Okay, so we have so far recorded 3 episodes in our next, and we haven't launched the podcast yet. Of course, as soon as we're ready to launch, we'll send the link to the IU so you guys all follow us and like us. Even if you don't like us, Hank, you have to follow us and like us. Uh, because
Sure
that'll
I
help
will like
us.
y'all.
That'll help us a lot, to get more likes and to get more followers. And so we think we're going to launch beginning of June when we have at least 4 or 5 episodes recorded. And so one of the things that we would like to propose, and I'll pass the word on to Jessica because I'm sure she has something to say about this, is that the theme of the retreat be this theme of utilizing the sacred medicines to clean up our luminous body and our chakras in participation of this initiative to clean up the cosmic chakras, which are the black holes. And I'll pass it on to you, Jessica. If you have more to say about this, that would be welcome.
I think you did very well. It is an opportunity for us to really have a greater cause to help instead of just having retreats of people going to do psychedelics. It's going to give us a mission.
Yes, please. I like that. I have a little I guess I'm a little worried about the retreat thing being too focused on the psychedelic aspect of it, and that type of, there's so many retreats being held right now that are just focused on psychedelic plant medicine, and that's really just a tiny little piece of what we can offer to the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
and
Yeah,
I can't agree
yeah.
more.
I completely agree.
I can't agree more.
Yeah.
And I even think that we could do without the psychedelics. We could have a wonderful, excellent retreat without psychedelics. But I think this is a decision that has to be made when there are more members. Hopefully, more people will be in the next meeting and we can also have this very discussion and make a decision on how to move forward. How we see it is that the retreat would really focus on the practices, the rituals, the ceremonies, and the medicines that we each bring to the table, and that we kind of set up like I don't know, there are several options that I've thought these days, like stations, right? And we each offer our medicine in the stations, and people can just, for example, choose on a day. Okay, today I'm going to do meditation with Jessica, cord cutting with Andrea, whatever Haley chooses as her main medicine, whatever you choose as your main medicine, Hank. And we offer that. And so people can rotate, and we can form a schedule. That's just one option. Or we could have a standard schedule where we each offer what we would like to offer as, in a standard schedule. But I do think I'm a vehement believer that we don't have to necessarily have the option of psychedelics, even though we could, but I mean, it is a tremendous portal into other realms, our own soul, whatever. But I think we have to make this decision in a larger group. But
I completely and absolutely support not, especially for this first retreat, having no, maybe we will have some of the, business aspect worked out and insurance and stuff like that. But I completely support the idea of the first retreat not offering plant medicine, especially if it is going to be based in the United States. And let's try to focus on some of the other wonderful healing aspects of our team, of our IU, that, and there's a lot of them.
A lot. There's a ton of things we can offer. What do you think, Haley? You're quiet.
Yeah, well, I don't think, I mean, I agree. I don't think we should go full on, the first one or anything. But I mean, I don't think also if we did microdose, I don't think that's going to be a problem either. But a sound healing with a microdose of mushrooms or something. I don't think, I mean, I had people doing that in all the yoga studios in my town, but I don't think it should be the main focus for the first retreat. No, I think we got to get all the kinks out first before we go.
Yeah.
So, all that. But so I agree.
Yeah, there's also something that I've been thinking about since this whole thing with, and it seemed like there's a fairly big focus on the plant medicine, is that there's only X amount of the population that's even open to healing through psychedelic medicines.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that we want to disinclude people by that. So I think that through this process that we're definitely have to keep that in mind, is that we do, I mean, and this is a big group decision, but my thought process is I think about my parents or my sisters or the people that are close to me, and that I can see that really could use some healing around me, and they're not open. They won't, if that's the focus of a retreat like that, they're not gonna come because of that aspect of it. So me, I'll be there. Plant medicine has been a big part of my life since I was a teenager, and has guided me through my life. And I'm very open to that, and would be. So that's but I know a lot of people that aren't. So I think that's something to keep in consideration, that as we walk through this, is what is, we talked about this last time, what is our avatar of a person. I think that's what you said, Haley, was what do we want our retreat member to be, and to really look at that as how we want that person. And is that, do we just want to make it narrow to where it's somebody who wants to participate in plant medicine and get healing in that direction? Or I think if we don't so much focus, if that's maybe a little more of a side thing or an opt-in thing, that we could reach a lot more people.
Yeah, I agree. I think we should have some retreats that are and some that aren't. Clearly.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And furthermore, I mean, for this first one, I think it's better not to. But furthermore, that the focus of the retreats, even if we have an option or a scheduled plant medicine ceremony, that it's not the focus of the retreat, that it's either an opt-in or it's an option. It's something that you can decide to do once you've gone through a series of healing practices and rituals and rites, and that you can do if you want to go in deeper and have something additional, but that it's not obligatory. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I think this is a great conversation.
The other thing,
It
I feel
could be an add-on to the
Or-
end.
what'd you say, Jessica? Sorry.
Exactly. It could be
It could be
so
an add-on. So like the initial
if you
retreat
wanna
is
stay for
5
2 days
days, and if
extra,
somebody
blah,
wants, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Or the beginning, for that matter.
I would do the end, because then people go through, like Andrea said, healing modalities first to make sure that they are prepared and ready.
exactly. I
Right.
think that in
And-
order to go into plant medicine, you have to go through a cleansing spiritually, physically, and that's
Mhm.
how at least the tribes here in Latin America do it. La dieta, the meditation part, the cleaning your body part, the cleaning your luminous body part, so that then you're ready in a more prepared way to go into that kind of thing.
Yeah. My thought process at the beginning is like maybe the middle would be better, because if there's a lot to go into, because yeah, I hear what you're saying. There's a lot to go into about like being ready and being prepared and up to it. But also, if you day 5 or whatever do plant medicine, and then the next day you get on a plane and go home, like
No
there's no
integration.
integration of
Totally.
what you just experienced.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is a very, very important part of it, is like at least having a day or two, 3 would be even better, to like, whoa, I just experienced a whole bunch of this, and like all this stuff is flowing and coming up, and like now, yes, you were taught like a whole bunch of this stuff on how to deal and how to heal, and like how to, but to be held in a way to be supported through that for a couple days would also be really beneficial, I
Agreed.
believe.
Good point.
So I
Absolutely.
think with all of our heads together, we can figure out a really good way to curate a space for that.
Absolutely. Integration is key. Okay, so I unfortunately am part of a judge of a voting thing here today in my little part of the world. And so I'm gonna have to leave soon, but I think we have kind of like clear tasks right now. As soon as, okay, so for next meeting, I think, I'll publish the video from this one. Haley can start working on venue. Jessica can start bubbling ideas in her head about this, but I did want to leave with a clear perception of whether you, the ones present here, like the idea of the clearing the cosmic chakras being a big part of the retreat. If you
I like
like
that idea.
as a thread, as a mission, and we'll explain it further in the next meeting, if you agree. And if not, then I would ask that you come with other ideas to have, like what the theme and the thread of the retreat would be. But I think that's as good as any, and it's beautiful. And anyway. So.
Yeah, I like that idea. I'm just like, some people aren't cosmic, so they're not tapped into like the whole universe like us. So I'm just thinking, like, is that going to make someone want to come? There's got to be other draws, like but I do love that idea as like, integrated into it.
Okay.
Shasta might actually be a good location for this because of that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, Shasta has been on my mind, of course. Like, I don't know why, but.
Oh, I'd love Shasta. I would just love, I've never been, and I would just totally love it there.
Mm-hmm.
But
so one thing I wanted to
also, Sedona is also a great place for that type of theme.
Yeah. True. Yeah. I wanted like start getting more followers. I know this is, but it does matter, the Instagram followers, because it matters getting more notoriety. So, but I guess I know we are on the same page, but what do we want to say? Should I just copy? And I know you kind of said, Jessica, you think I should maybe do something similar to the website, but I just want to say the right thing. I'm an overthinker and I get a little stressed. So I want to make sure I,
Well, anything can be changed. So if you're stressing out about it, it's okay because we can go back and change it.
yeah, but
Um,
say the right thing. So what do you think I should like say at the bio? Or what should I be posting about? I don't know. I'm just like, oh God. What is so again, I want to make sure. What do you, in your opinion?
Are you just talking about the bio or are you talking about actual posts?
Just both. I just didn't know what you, I mean, obviously I know we're all into the same similar things, but just a brief something. I don't know. Since we're all on the phone here. You're the wordsmith, so
No, I'm not.
No.
Okay. Okay. Let me think about that and I will get back to you today.
okay.
I've
But
got a
I mean,
little input on
obviously, okay, please.
that. So as far as content goes, like I don't do a lot of social media, but like every once in a while I'll get on Facebook or something like that. And the one that like stands out